Hey, Brian from Garage Hall. Today I have a cat litter box enclosure. So it basically covers up your cat litter box, make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. So this is the size of the box. So let's open it up. See everything that we get inside. I think it opens up from this side. So quick and easy. Open this up. So that is our assembly instructions. I'll bring that closer in a moment. But let's open this completely up. See everything we get inside. And a lot of foam, which is good because it protects what's in here. So I like right away, the panels are labeled. So that's number 8. That's 6. Cool little pattern on that. So I presume this is either going to be the base or the top. It's part 4. I'm just going to stack these here out of the way, get everything out of the box. That's part 1. Hardware bag. And you got a couple more. 5. Number 7. That is the door, presumably, number 3. Then number 2. And then I believe that box is empty. So let's get that out of the way. All right, so let's spread these parts out. We'll get the directions more visible. All right. Get the directions out, bring them closer to you. Okay, so that's your parts list and kind of gives you like an exploded view. And then, so there's going to be some steps to this. And then you're done. Okay. Let's put all these pieces kind of spread out a little bit. Kind of put these somewhat in order. So looking for part 1, which we have here. And I think I'm going to move these couple pieces out of the way. All right, so you have part C. And these should all fit in the larger holes. They go around, and 2 here in the middle, and a couple more on this side. kind of give you an idea of where the placements are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going to start all these. Okay, so up here in these two corners, these little plastic inserts, letter M, just so that's something I just noticed on the directions. And then you have part G, which is like a magnet piece. So magnets are going to be facing out on this part of the panel. And then you have I, which is the 2 screws that go in and hold that down. All right, next we're going to be putting the panels together and using part B, which are those little like turn button pieces. And then our first one up is going to be the hole or the door. So we're going to line that up. And it should kind of line up like that. Then we're going to put 3 of these little turn button screws in there. So you kind of feel and see how they go in. So this one's going to go up like that. And you'll kind of feel when they lock. Okay, so it's good. So now we have a nice stable surface. All right, and part 5 goes right there. And if you can tell, I'm just using one of the cabinet pieces to kind of support that up in the air until we tighten it. And then part 2, and you'll see where there's a little cutout up here. Make sure that that lines up. Okay, so we're back to where we have the base. And again, it has that little slot in it. So make sure you have that towards the back. And before we flip this whole thing upside down, there are some non-skid pads to put underneath this, which is a tremendously good idea. So I'm going to peel them and put them on top of each little rise. So pretty cool, because that will keep this up off the ground so it doesn't wobble. As long as your floors are kind of straighter than mine anyway. So it's a cool little feature on this. Okay, so we're going to slide this over. And actually, I missed a step. It gets the remainder of the dowels. And then you should have 2 M's left over. And they are going to go into this corner, both of these corners. And we're going to put the dowels in here. And then we're going to put the rest of these into place. And basically it is lining everything up as we go across. That looks like that lined up. And we just got to kind of lift this up a little bit and make sure that is going to line up. Okay, so that all looks like it fits. And then when we tighten that down with those little collars, we should be good to go. Now it's going to be setting up the doors. So we're going to be doing part 6, which is that door, and kind of give you some bearings. That is the door pull there, and then that is the 2 screw holes on either side for the hinges. We're going to use part J. Now just make sure you have the right orientation on these. So basically they are going to sit on the door kind of like this. I'll give you a close-up view, but it kind of makes common sense when you look at it. Okay, so the hinges are set on that one. And then you look in letter E, which is basically going to be the magnetic stay part of these doors. So let's put them in. And you'll see the pre-drilled corners for them. Okay, so we're putting these in upside down, but put that there. We'll just lift up the corner a little bit, sneak it in. All right, so let's tighten that down, even though it's upside down. We got a couple more of those little locking screws to put in. Okay, so on the back you have these kind of like wedges with letter O. And what these are to help make that panel more rigid. Okay, so what you're doing is you have kind of that edge, they'll slip in behind there. And then you basically are just putting a screw. Screwing that down in. They go in nice and easy. Now, alignment of the doors, they seem pretty good. And you see how that opens? Nice good cabinet. You probably go up on that one a little bit, but we'll deal with that later. And then that is your cat entrance. So let's go put this inside and we'll see how it looks. But Brian. Okay, so that's how we used to have our cat box, just kind of like hanging out. Upgraded with this cabinet, and I love the design of it. So that is the litter box in there. That is the entrance, and I love the fact that it's got an area to kind of store this away, because we always had that kind of like sitting out in the open as well. So now we can store the litter on one side, and then we got the cat box, litter box on the other side. And then this really cool looking cabinet. So yeah. What do you think? And then this is Esma. We're just kind of like letting her come through this way to check it out. Here, come on this side. See the hole on this side. Come on. And she likes her little cave. What do you think? You like it? Okay, so we'll let her get used to that. But anyway, Brian and Esma from Garage Mahal, thanks for watching and be safe out there.